You wanted to know what Nintendo Switch Online is, Neo, correct?
I mean, yeah, I've had my Switch for almost a year now, so I'd say it's probably about time you told me about that.
Please, take a seat and hook yourself up.
Okay, seems a little weird, but I guess this HDMI, okay. I guess I'm ready.
I'm sending him in.
Whoa! Yo! Morpheus! Where are we, dude?
This is the Construct, or our rollout and promotion program. Here we come up with all the vague details before they're sent out to the masses to ensure that everyone is always thinking about our next product. Take a seat.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do that. Oh, check it out, Morpheus. It's those exclusive eShop deals that you guys have been teasing for like the last year. How are those going to be different from the deals that we get now?
Yes, more on that later. Now, here, you can see pictures of 3 of our games in our classic game selection, which will come free with our paid service. This will also include online multiplayer and global leaderboards.
Wow, Morpheus, yeah, that looks pretty cool, dude, but like I said, this is all you've been showing us for the last year. Do you have any more details?
You have much to learn, Neo. Everything you've been told is a lie. You're living in a dream world. Let me show you the real Nintendo Switch Online service. When the Switch was released last year, they told us that the official online service would be launched in 2018, and I remember thinking how far away that felt. And now in February of 2018, it really doesn't feel any closer at all. I thought that Nintendo would probably showcase the new features coming along with this online service in a Nintendo Direct at the beginning of the year, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. What we did get, however, just 1 week ago, with no big presentation, was a release month of September 2018. So now we have a general idea of what the timeline is going to look like. Even now, with the release date though, we still have very little idea about how the Switch UI is going to change with the features that come along with this online service. The Nintendo Switch Online app was released last July alongside Splatoon 2. And to be honest, I don't think that I've even used it yet to create a party at least. I think that the concept of that Splatoon section of the app is really cool, but it honestly could have just been a separate Splatoon-specific app on its own. I might use the Switch Online app a lot more if it isn't different from game to game. Right now, there's only one compatible game, but to make a party with voice chat, there's several steps both in Splatoon and in the app itself to make that party. If or when all the other online games get added to the app, they're all going to have completely different instructions to follow in-game, which will even further complicate this process. Say you're playing Splatoon 2 in a voice party chat after the service has been launched with a couple of friends, and you all decide that you're done with Splatoon and you want to go play ARMS together. You're going to have to break that party up and then all switch to the different game, then go through a completely different process in whatever game you choose, provided that game is actually part of the Nintendo Switch Online app, and then you'll finally be able to talk to each other again after going through all those steps. If they're going to keep this smartphone app concept going, they need to make it solely connected to just the Nintendo Switch Online network that can keep these parties going even when no one's playing a game, rather than through the games themselves, because otherwise it's always going to be easier to just use a third-party chat system like Discord. That, or they could just do away with the app altogether and make it all available in the Switch's UI. But hey, I'm trying to be practical and work with what we got here. One of the few details that we actually know about this paid online service is that subscribers will be getting some sort of special eShop deals. For this to really be worth it, I think that a half-price deal on a random AAA $60 game every month would be pretty sweet, but I really don't foresee that happening. Even better would be a free game of the month, like what we see with Xbox Live and PSN, but judging by the $20 a year price point for the Nintendo service, I don't think that that's going to happen either. Currently, there seems to be a sale going on at pretty much all times in the Switch's eShop with varying reductions in price. While there have been shorter sales on the big $60 titles, most of these regular deals are just on smaller games, and actually mostly under $20. I would love to think that they'll have bigger monthly deals once the paid service launches, but I think that this system is just going to stay exactly the same, just put behind a paywall so that people who don't have or pay for that service don't get any discounts. Because they're advertising this as one of the main features of the paid online service though, I'm really hoping to see some sort of structured format to these deals. Now, I think the most mysterious thing that we know about this paid service is the quote-unquote classic game selection. Everyone who pays for this service will get Super Mario Bros. 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario all for free, as well as some more unrevealed classics as well. To me, this sounds like a Netflix sort of subscription service that'll have a rotating cast of titles throughout the year. I imagine, if this is true, that there will be some staple titles like Super Mario Bros. 3 that will always be available, but maybe we'll see a rotating list otherwise. Because of this Netflix-like subscription service, we're left to wonder whether or not we're ever going to see Virtual Console on the Switch. And to be honest, I really don't think that we ever will, at least in the form that we know and love from the Wii U. I think that this new classic game selection will be the new Virtual Console with a new name and work very similarly to Amazon Prime. This classic game selection will probably have a very large pool of games to buy, just like the Virtual Console, hopefully featuring games from the NES all the way to the GameCube this time, crossing my fingers, and then have a select few from this large pool of games that changes from month to month that becomes free. Once the free game of the month is not free anymore, you wouldn't be able to keep it on your system like you can with PSN or Xbox free games, but you would have the option to purchase it still from that larger pool of games, or you could just wait until it becomes free again. This would incentivize people who get hooked on those free games to buy those games once they become not free, as well as just give players a chance to try games out before making a purchase, which seems like a win-win situation to me. I think that this idea isn't so far out of reach, and I think it'd really be the perfect successor to the Virtual Console. While we didn't get a Nintendo Switch online service section of the Nintendo Direct Mini last month, I still think that they're going to showcase all the features that'll come with this service in some type of presentation. My best guess is that it'll probably be in a Direct, maybe in July or August, a month or two before it releases. Maybe we'll get like a full presentation then, like we do with most AAA Nintendo published games. Now, if you've got any details or any insight on what's going to be in this service, please let me know down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for the latest Switch content available. This is Max from Max Culture, and thank you for watching.